Let me fix my hair. So I just did a video. Well, I recorded a video for YouTube that has to do with some of the shows that I recommend for Netflix because it's really hard sometimes to find good shows. And I was saying on there that sometimes I watch shows and movies that I'm just like, man, they literally killed my brain cells just watching that. And I didn't even mention them because some of them are embarrassing, just even to have in the background. But I wanted to do this little live, one, because we're going out to dinner and I'm really hungry, so I have to find something to distract myself because then I will eat. Um, so I want to wait. I want to wait for dinner because we're going to this fancy restaurant. But I thought it'd be fun to get your guys' ideas on movies that you recommend on Netflix. I have a couple of them in mind that I recommend, and I was looking at on Google to see what they recommend. Lately, I've seen better shows, I feel like, than movies on Netflix because, well, and I guess I haven't watched them, but some of them look kind of dumb. Like it was saying the Nowhere. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like a girl stuck on a container in the middle of the ocean. That might be like Life of Pi, and that one was good, but I don't know. It kind of seems dumb, to be honest. The one that I know that I like is In the Shadow of the Moon. I don't know if you all have seen that one, but that one is pretty good. How do I not spoil it if you haven't seen it? It's pretty good. Like it's one of those futuristic ones where this person is killing a bunch of people, and they're killing a certain way. And by like when they inject him with something, it has like three little dots, so they know it's the same person, and they've actually seen her, but she keeps coming back. And I think at some point, this like investigator detective, gets really caught up on it, like trying to find this person because it she comes um, every so often. So that's pretty much the story without telling too much. He gets caught up in it because I think he kills her, but then she comes back, or somebody that looks like her comes back. So just trying to figure that out. And it's a really good movie. I really like the ending of it. So I would recommend watching it. I've watched it a couple of times, too many times. Another one that I like is What Happened to Monday. I don't know if this one is everybody's cup of tea, but I've watched that one several times. And it's kind of, I don't know, I guess the genres. Let me look at what the genres are for movies. Movie genres: horror, action. Oh, action. In my episode that I just filmed, I couldn't think of these. I should have just looked them up. So I would say science fiction is both of those, In the Shadow of the Moon and What Happened to Monday. Let's see if there's other ones. Fantasy, not really. Maybe like a drama. Mm, mystery. Yeah. Well, What Happened to Monday? That is about a person that it goes missing, and so they're trying to figure out. Her sisters are trying to figure out what happened. And again, not trying to share too much, but that one's pretty good too. I've watched that one several times because I like kind of fantasy, science fiction type movies. So I really enjoy those. Oops, I can't think of my password. There we go. I don't have anybody on, so my question was to you all: like, what if when you're watching this, what movies do you recommend on Netflix, and maybe what do you like about them? Because there are some new ones. Let's see, Netflix. They have Security. Um, oh, they have Split on Netflix. Split is a pretty good movie. This one is an old one, but Split is pretty good. I like that one. The Adam Project, that one has Ryan Reynolds. If you like Ryan Reynolds, which I don't know how you don't, um, even though I did hear or read people talking trash about Ryan Reynolds and that he has the same character in every movie, but I'm like, well, that works for him. He makes us laugh. He's a funny guy. So I like him. Even if it's the same role, I like him. So the Adam Project has to do with also kind of a sci-fi thing where he connects with his younger self. Let's see here. Well, I'm looking at the family friendly. That's why I'm like, that doesn't, I don't know. Those don't seem like good movies. And I'm not talking about family friendly. Even though, I mean, kids can watch these movies that I'm recommending, but it's not like cartoonish movies. Another one that I like is Last Seen Alive with um, Gerard Butler. I love Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler is great. He in this one is looking for his wife. His wife just goes missing, and of course, people don't want to help him because they're like, "Well, she probably just ran away." Let's see. Oh, have you all seen The Family Switch? That one has Jennifer Garner, which I'm sure she does great, but I don't know. I haven't convinced myself to watch it. There's Lift. Lift is pretty good. It has a lot of great characters. Kevin Hart is in it, and then if you've watched The Money Heist, La Casa de Papel, the person, I think her name's Camila, the person that plays Tokyo in Money Heist is in that movie. And there's several other like good actors, but it was cool to see her because she's kind of going into her um, English English movies, or going into her a different type of movie, I guess. And I watched Molly Singer. Molly Singer is pretty new. That one, it was all right. Like I watched it all, but um, it was all right. No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence. She's pretty good. I like her in that one too. Spiderhead, if you haven't watched it, I think that one is. I watch a lot of movies. That's what it's sounding like. Ooh, okay. So Spiderhead was good. That one is like a one where they're doing like testing on people. It's pretty interesting. It has okay. So any of these movies that have actors that I like Chris Hemsworth, Gerard Butler, Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, I'm kind of biased. I would recommend Spiderhead though. And The Guilty. So that one just popped up. This one is a movie that came out in 2021. It has Jake Gyllenhaal, and he is helping a mom that is going through some stuff. So he is a 911 operator. This one is good. The twist at the end is just so good. Like, it's definitely worth the watch. So yeah, I would recommend that one. Pain Hustlers. That one is a fairly recent one too, with Emily Blunt and Chris Evans. This one has to do with I don't know in what year, but pretty much when a lot of doctors started to prescribe opioids for like non what's it called, like just regular issues, medical issues. So a lot of people started getting addicted, and they were just prescribing them to make more money, and it just was bad. But that one has good actors too, so I recommend that one. Other than that, I mean, I was on here. Nobody jumped on. So I was on here. I'm like, give me your ideas. But those are some of the ones that I like. So if you have any recommendations when you're watching this, let me know in the comments. If you watched any of the ones that I've mentioned, let me know. Did you like them? Would you pass on them? Also, if there's movies that you're like, oh my gosh, that movie was so bad. I wish I wouldn't have watched it. Let us know. Let the people know. So we don't watch it. Because I have, and I should make a list of those. I should make a list of those and a video. I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of hard, right? If it was like a really bad movie to remember what it was. But I have watched some of those movies and I can't remember what it was called. I feel like it started with a V. Valerium, maybe. No, I don't think it's that one. It's one that I watched a while back, and I was waiting the whole time for it to get better. Like, I feel like it had potential. It had to do with a couple who moves into a neighborhood and everything's like cookie cutter. But weird things start happening. And the whole time I'm like, yeah, like it is getting kind of weird, but maybe they can save it. Like, if they just do this, like it might be a good movie. But the movie sucked. It literally that's one of the ones that I was like, man, I just lost a few brain cells watching that movie. And it had, who's the actor? I just need to get more details, but it had an actor that's pretty famous, and he does a pretty good job. But this one just was not it. So if you have those movies too, let us know in the comments. And they might be movies that I mentioned, because we all have a different taste. But it's always fun to see what you all say. So I'm actually gonna get off. I was gonna stay on here longer, but yeah, we'll chat some next time. I don't know really when people get on. These are my first few lives, but they're fun to do them. So you'll see me again. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe because it really helps me. I'm trying to get to 500 followers to be able to get into the creator program. So if you, it helps. If not, that's cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.